Blaise Pascal believed that the deepest human struggle is not found in the world outside, but in the world within, in the quiet emptiness that rises when life becomes still. He wrote, "All of humanity's problems stem from our inability to sit quietly in a room alone." But Pascal did not say this to criticize. He said it because he understood that silence brings us face to face with truths we avoided for years. And for many people, this happens later in life, after 60, when responsibilities loosen, when days slow down, when the noise of the world begins to fade. You may feel a kind of emptiness you never had time to notice before, a quietness that feels unfamiliar, a space that once was filled with work, children, plans, noise, and urgency. Now the space remains, and you may not know what to do with it. Pascal understood this deeply. He believed that emptiness is not a void to fear, but an invitation, a doorway into understanding the heart. He taught that the soul becomes restless when it is disconnected from itself, that restlessness is not a flaw, it is a signal, a sign that something inside you wants to be heard. As you grow older, your inner life begins to speak more clearly. You may feel loneliness, even when not alone. You may feel regret, even when life has been good. You may feel a searching, a longing, a quiet ache you cannot fully name. This is the human condition. Pascal said, "This is the heart awakening." He believed that distraction, constant doing, constant noise, constant busyness keeps us from seeing our deeper selves. And later in life, when distraction fades, the inner world returns, not to frighten you, but to free you. Pascal taught that the emptiness inside is not your enemy. It is a space waiting to be filled with something true, not entertainment, not noise, not constant activity, but meaning, rest, reflection, peace. He would say that peace does not arrive from outside, not from more things, not from more plans, not from more distractions. Peace begins when the heart stops running, when you finally sit with yourself without fear, when you allow silence to become a companion instead of an intruder, when you stop resisting the empty spaces of your life and start listening to what they want to teach you. Pascal believed that much of our suffering comes from trying to escape our own thoughts. But once you stop running, something remarkable happens. The emptiness softens, the anxiety loosens, the quiet begins to feel natural. A new stillness enters, a stillness that feels like coming home. He taught that the heart expands when it stops fighting itself. And in the later years, the heart is finally ready to listen. You may realize that you are not defined by what you accomplished, nor by what you failed to do, nor by how others saw you, nor by who you were in your younger years. Your value is not in your speed. Your worth is not in your productivity. Your meaning is not in your past roles. You are allowed to rest from all that. Pascal believed that the soul grows deeper in quietness. He would invite you to sit gently with whatever arises inside you: memories, fears, longings, unfinished stories, questions you carried for decades. You do not need to solve anything. Just listen. The emptiness is not a sign of lack. It is a sign of space. Space for renewal. Space for softness. Space for truth. In the later years, your soul is not shrinking. It is widening, opening, becoming more spacious than ever before. You are not disappearing. You are becoming clear. Pascal would tell you, the heart has its reasons, which reason knows nothing of. Meaning, your inner world knows where to lead you, even when you do not. Trust your quiet urges. Trust your need for peace. Trust your desire to simplify, to rest, to reflect, to be gentle, to be real. The emptiness you feel is not a void. It is a doorway into a calmer, truer life. The silence is not threatening. It is waiting. And in that silence, you will find your peace.